Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Devil May Cry 4. I'm back from PAX, where Devil May Cry 5 was not revealed to the surprise of literally no one. And also, I might be getting a little bit sick. But what I know for sure that I'm afflicted with right now is lip boo-boos. Because Boston is a frigid wasteland from whence warmth and moisture do not escape. Who knew that Boston in early March could hit sub-zero temperatures? Certainly not the organizers of one of the largest gaming conventions in the world. All this to say that my lips are the most chapped they've ever been, and talking is constant agony. Unless I make really small mouth movements, at which point speech comes to a point where it's basically inscrutable.
Damn it.
So I'm gonna soldier on through. We're gonna play Devil May Cry today. Thought there might be some kind of witty repartee there, but no. Like Nero, like me today, Nero doesn't feel super talkative right now. That's cool, we're soldiering in. These things are the stupidest things ever because they are literally swordfish. And I'm not just making that pun. That is the lore behind them. They're swords magically combined with fish. They're called cutlasses. They're harmless like 99% of the time. And even when they do hit you, it doesn't really hurt. Ripping them out of the ground with Snatch is what sounds intuitive to do here. It doesn't actually work out that well. Instead, you could just shoot them. Charge shots work like a charm, which is why I finally changed my controller layout to make it easier to hold the charge. Something else you can do, helpful hint, is you can buffer it into a sword slash, so you don't have to stop and shoot first, like that. The gunshot doesn't have to come out. That's the double edge to that, is you can't buffer shots into attacks, so if you release fire during a swing, it eats the charge. Also, not many people know about this. You can do a dropkick out of the speed activation by hitting taunt. It doesn't really do anything beneficial for you. It's just a weird detail that happens to be there. Oh, my lips hurt so fucking much from commentary. You see what I do for all of you? I bleed for you. Oh, man. Oh, now we get to play a game. This is Devil May Cry 4's infamous dice game. Our goal is to get our piece from one end of the board to the other by rolling the dice in the middle. And each colored circle that we land on represents something different happening. So first, let's roll a 2, so we can see what the yellow one does. The yellow circle acts as a bridge to other yellow circles. Some of them can send you backwards. That one was explicitly good for us. Now, before I roll again, let me tell you how I knew that that was going to be a 2. So normally when you strike the dice with your sword, it will roll randomly, but you can rig it by hitting it with your devil arm, that's Snatch or Buster. And the number that was on top when you hit it that way always winds up being what you roll. So next we're going to jump to a white space. White spaces are completely neutral. There are no harm to getting them. There is no harm to getting him. But there's no benefit either. Unlike blues, which will give you things. Sometimes chests, sometimes it will rain red orbs. I don't think any of these... Oh yeah, there are the chests. I don't think these count towards the end of mission orb count. They might. It would surprise me to learn that they do. Because that seems like kind of horse shit in something that's already reviled by a lot of people. I think as long as you know that you can rig the dice, it's totally fine. And finally, red ones. Reds are fun, and you can probably guess what they are. Ah, that was... I was slow on the reaction there. So we're getting... At least we get to see another blue. And these are the raining orbs. They don't come to you magnetically. You do have to chase them down, and they will eventually despawn. So reds are usually enemy encounters or something like that. Sometimes you have to dodge lightning for 30 seconds. Sometimes there are a couple of other things that can happen. This makes reds... Oh, here's the laser dodge. This makes red kind of fun to roll. So we just have to keep this up for a bit. This is not hard to do whatsoever, even if you don't have speed on. Like, as long as you're doing a constant circle, you're not in danger of failing this one. There's another one like this, I believe. There are a couple in the pool. The most boring one you can get is an enemy spawn, because it just spawns in some Mephistos. I think it spawns Frosts on the higher difficulty as well to accompany the Mephistos. Is that dead on? I think it was. Yeah. So now I think we need another 6 to beat this. 3, 4, 8. Yeah. And we will get another red. This one, like I said, is going to spawn Mephistos in. And another great way to deal with their shawls of darkness around them. On top of bustering them, charge shots also do a number against these things. There's that combo C again. Oh yeah, I might also be getting sick on top of the brutally, painfully chaplets. So this is going to be a great auditory experience for you and me alike. Get that up to an S with a taunt. Aww, partially charged shot, took it out. Now I need to roll a 6 in order to complete this perfectly. Because if I roll a 6, we just win, and... Oh, damn it. Now I need another 3. And does that put me in the... No, it puts me in a white spot. You need the... I think you need the exact amount of spaces to get to the end, or you might get kicked back a little bit. So I need another 3. Which is right... Yeah. Oh, I think that started rotating. Ah. Well, shit. I guess maybe they fixed that for the special edition, or I was just wrong about that all along. I thought I remember that being a lot more annoying than it was. The dice game is something that people fucking hate in Devil May Cry 4. Usually, anyway. Also, that's the wrong end of the damn room. So this is a gnarly looking room. The kind of room in which you would expect some bad stuff to go down.
So, you've come. Just as I'd expected. Who the hell are you?
I am Agnes. Working in secrecy. Very few are privy to my existence.
Funny. To figure an order official out for a stroll in a hellhole kind of place like this.
Hellhole? Watch your words!
Just as foul-mouthed as I had heard, the rumors proved true. As were the new ones concerning your demise.
Don't you think that's a little harsh? Killing me because of the way I talk? Great. More demons.
This is all Kratos' doing. It was Kratos who ordered you to follow Dante. It was Kratos who brought you here.
Dante? You mean the man that killed His Holiness? What the hell's going on here?
I don't have to answer to you, for you are already as good as dead.
I beg to differ.
Welcome to the Agnes encounter. This one's a cool gimmick because we're not really fighting Agnes himself, we're mostly just staying alive in the generator room, while also trying to shoot the glass. Using these dudes. Just an infinite swarm of them. They have two different states that they can spin up in, and it affects how they launch themselves at you. When they're spinning horizontally, their hitboxes are a lot smaller, making them easier to dodge. But when they do it vertically and they come at you like that, it's a bit harder to avoid them just by using the iframes on the jump. Still going to be my go-to tactic because it's still, I think, the most reliable way to deal with them. Once they are... Ooh, that's going to hit. Oh no, it had some iframes, or maybe just got a little bit extra air off the jump. We want to use the Buster to launch these things when we get the opportunity at the glass, because that will do a lot of damage to it. I like this fight a lot. It feels hectic. Even though it's not the most dangerous thing in the world, it still feels very dangerous. And occasionally you also get that happening. There's a great sense of urgency in this fight. You know what it reminds me a lot of? In Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo, one of my favorite games, there's a level in the Technodrome. And at the foreground of the screen in the boss fight, the screen is Shredder, and you have to throw foot soldiers towards the screen to damage the thing he's piloting in the foreground. Whew. And it just feels like, I think anytime you're able to throw a projectile with the Buster, I think it feels immaculate, man. There's an enemy coming up later on that's a variant of the Bianco Angelo, and it's got some projectiles you can toss back. There's a boss like that, too. It feels so good the way that Nero catches things and then just redirects them, whips them back. It's like one of my favorite individual examples of like perfect game feel in the whole game. That and the table hopper animation.
That's the much power. How can it be?
Look who's talking, jackass. Answer my question. What the hell's going on here?
How profound. It's magnificent.
Okay, did you even hear me?
If you want answers, then I shall give them to you. It has only been a few years since I began this research. Could we isolate and bind demonic power? It could enable us to conquer the world. And that is the wish of His Holiness.
What a crock. And you may as well ditch the efforts, pal, because His Holiness is dead.
Ah, but His Holiness has been reborn as an angel.
An angel.
And soon, so shall I. See, what just a small fraction of my research has yielded? Look! How beautiful this white armor stands. You have no idea the hardship to make just one armor come to life. I had to capture and control countless demons to harness their souls. Summoning them alone was almost an insurmountable task.
Summoning? So it was you who made the gate?
Yes, the Hell Gate. I created it merely as a reference and substitution for the real gate, but after utilizing an extremely powerful devil's arm. It proved sufficient.
What the hell are you talking about?
You should rest. Soon, you shall be my next subject of experimentation, so that I can learn a little something from you and that arm.
Never.
Take him out.
should get back to headquarters. If what Agnes said is true, Kratos must have known something.
We got the reconstituted form of Yamato. This is the only mission, it's worth noting, in the game that doesn't end after a boss fight, because it's more of a boss encounter. It's worth noting something else about the order outside of Nero. Kyrie, Gloria, Credo, Sanctus, and Agnes are all of the choir parts of the ordinary of the Catholic Mass. The stuff that stays the same every Mass. I hit upon this a little last time with the Mephisto and Faust references, and I forgot to say that the enemies in that room we were throwing at Agnes are called Gladiuses. They're the older brother of Cutlasses. And something I love about Devil May Cry 4 are the naming conventions, the details in the naming conventions. I think they're really cool. So that bit beyond the underground laboratory actually shuts down the waterfall behind the castle, and it also extends the drawbridge down so that we can now cross back through whatever was behind the waterfall. So since we picked up Yamato after driving Agnes as Baxter away. Oh wait, there's something else I forgot about. Welcome back to streak jumping, or stinger jumping. It's a returning mechanic from, I think, as early as Devil May Cry 1. It's been in every game. When you do a streak off of a ledge, you do like a really far dash. And I'm somehow going at an angle every time. So since we picked up Yamato, what that has done is gotten Nero in touch with, further in touch with his demon side. Oh, this is just painful. There we go. At least the air hike saved it. And you should recognize Nero's new stand. And you should definitely recognize Yamato, the sword. Did I just not complete the other thought first? He's more in tune with his devil side now. Gives him access to Devil Trigger. Meaning he can use those teal orbs below his health as Devil Trigger runes to activate a special mode in which he will do more damage. He gets faster, he gets health regeneration, and instead of shooting the gun, he summons a bunch of summon swords, much like Nello, Angelo, and Vergil, who I was about to get into. So yeah, you should recognize the form behind him, like right now in the Devil Trigger. These are the summon swords. A combination of summon swords and judgment cuts. The sword is Yamato, and the stand is that of Vergil's Devil Trigger form. So Nero is like a half-human, half-demon descendant of Sparta, whose Devil Trigger form looks like Vergil's. He uses summon swords, and he resonates with Yamato. On top of that, one of his lines in the cutscene just now was about needing more power. It's an allusion to Vergil. And the two also share a couple of lines, I think, when you taunt. It's very, very heavily implied that Nero is the son of Vergil. And it was even more heavily implied in the novelization of the game written by one of the game's writers. It was even more pointedly alluded to that Nero being Vergil's son was a thing in 2009 when one of the localizers straight up said that was true and that they were initially planning on doing more with that as a storyline angle. But as if that all of that wasn't enough, it was confirmed beyond any shadow of a doubt in the DMC art book Nero is the son of Vergil, which, when we play as Vergil in the special edition, in probably this bonus episode for this LP, we might learn a little bit more about how that worked out. For now, we're backtracking to the waterfall, and we have a few things to dig through. These are still, I believe, just the regular Bianco Angelos. But you saw in the cutscene with Agnes that he whipped up a much more powerful older brother for Bianco Angelo. And most enemies in this game, as you've seen by now, work like that. Mephistos have Fausts. Scarecrows have the greater Scarecrows I can't remember the name of. We had the Cutlasses and the Gladiuses. So Bianco Angelos will get an upgrade as well. You saw them in the cutscene. They're called Alto Angelo. Or I guess Alti Angeli? Right? E Angeli? Just gonna bust these guys up a little bit more. So a little quick detail about Devil Trigger. Taunting will once again replenish Devil Trigger even after an enemy dies. Not for very long though. Just for a little while. Like if you hit the taunt button the split second after an enemy dies, you'll recover Devil Trigger gauge from that. And you saw right on that blast door is another one of those jump pads for the wings that we picked up on the last episode. Rather, the wing talisman, I think it was called. So this is how we're meant to make our way back up. Back up into the castle, even after coming down all this way. Whoa, no! Feels weird to maneuver in midair like this. You could also stop up on all the catwalks. If you really are going for 100% orb completion. Thought there might be another thing up here. No, it was just the jump pad. And now we're back where we started. Where we started the episode off. So now we have to backtrack through the castle. Get ourselves back up on the balcony and head outside. Nothing here. Back outside to where the waterfall was before. Yeah, so while I have a coughing fit, I'm gonna have to cut out. Gonna make our way back. So we have level 3 charge shot now, we have air hike, we have speed, we have, I think, combos B and C. Caliber, roulette spin, all that stuff. Level 3 exceeds, max act. Oh, the Froster's still here. Let's just style on them real quick. Assuming that I do style on them, in fact. And no, there's a hit. Whoa. Somehow that one did not land on me. Let me keep that level 3 charged up. This is a really good buster. One of my favorites. Holy shit, level 3 charge shot's so good too. That buster is so nice because it creates some separation. Lets you not have to worry about 2 or 3 of them being in your face at a time. Also, when he's swinging them around, one of them acts as a blunt weapon. The one that's being swung, so it will hurt things around it. But let's see what's in store for us. Somewhere under the waterfall. I don't know. Not even close to the tune of that. Wow. I should be able to snatch that. All that is, I think, is a vital star. Not gonna spend a million hours on that. What we're gonna do is come through here, and we are done with the mission now.
forest?
What the hell is this? Must be the effect of the gate. Sorry, kid. This is gonna have to wait.
How much could he really know?
So once again, we're changing environments really drastically. We'll see more of that next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.